Okay, we should be back on, and hopefully everybody will log back on. I'm surprised. Shout outs to Armand who pointed that out for me and sent me a text to say what's going on. That's great people that will look out. So anyway,
Appreciate that. Yeah. Before we move on, Kenya, what is like a part B to my question? How was your thought process? And you touched on it a little bit leading up to the surgery, like a week out, I'm 2 weeks out, I'm a week out, I'm going to have this life changing surgery. What were some of the things that went through your mind? I can only imagine.
I was gonna die. I remember the night before surgery, right? I had to go drop my daughter off at my mother's house, and I was so like, my whole nervous system was off whack, like everything. I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna do this. All of that, like all those fears, like was at 100. I was at 100. My fear was at 100. I remember I left out. I called two of my girlfriends and they was like, no, you gonna do this. This is what you're gonna do. Because I was like, I'm not going. I ain't got to do this. And it was like, no, you going. And I showed up. But my anxiety had hit me. Like, it was hard.
I can only imagine.
The devil's a liar. The devil's a liar, honey. The devil is a liar.
Absolutely. So I showed up, and I actually talked about it with my surgeon. So she was like, "But look at you, you showed up." So
yeah.
So it was big. The week before the liquid portion is horrible, but it's necessary.
Yeah. Kenny, can you tell us about that? Because Kenny brought up a great point. That was a great question, Kenny. I never had the surgery, and I really don't know anybody that I talk personally about having a surgery, because it's a personal thing, and you don't want to go ask somebody, hey, you lost some weight, you had that surgery, what they do, that's kind of none of your damn business, you know what I mean? That would be a response they could give you. So, great question, Kenny, and a great being transparent, Kenya, is it dangerous to it? Did the doctors tell you, was it dangerous to it? That could have,
it's and the thing is, with any kind of surgery, I mean, let's be honest, you can die on the table. Like I've heard stories of people literally dying on the table. So there's always a side effects, long-term side effects to this. Obstruction of your bladder. Seeping of the if you get the sleeve, there's some seepages that can happen that could take you back. So there's a lot that can really happen. Gallstones. A lot of people tend to get gallstones. If you haven't already had your gallbladder out, we'll get gallstones after. But thankfully, I had mine out years prior. So there's a lot that happens. Like for me now, my long-term thing is I have, what is it called? Reactive hypoglycemia. I have what's called dumping, and that's when the food just dumps from your pouch, because I have gastric bypass, from your pouch straight into your small intestines, and it just throws everything off of whack. Wow. Sometimes, and it'll trigger hypoglycemia where my sugar will just literally, I'll be up here, it's all the way down here, and I'm about to fall out. I feel horrible. I can't think much. You know what I'm saying? So gas is horrible. Ugh. Acid reflux. And back to the dumping part, you know what I'm saying? Like the dumping, like it'll make me go and curl up in a fetal position on a couch for an hour just to kind of sleep it off. Like, so you do have some things that happen, but the question is that I always ask myself is, even though you know these things, would you ever do it again? That's kind of my marker of, did I do well? And the answer is yes. Right. Even with these issues, I would still do it again.
Wow.
Gotcha. All right.
And everybody's different.
Well, can you give us your thoughts pretty much on bariatric surgery? But I want to know from your perspective, do you look at it as a permanent fix for obesity, or more of a starting point for a long-term lifestyle change? How do you preface bariatric surgery?
So number one, there's no
Because-
such thing as a long-term weight loss anything.
Exactly.
Like you really got to put in work. So my question to myself is always like, well, my mantra to myself always is, it's hard being fat and it's hard being fit. Which one do you choose, right? And I choose
like that.
to be fit. I don't want to be fit. But
Right.
it's a help. It's a kickstart. It's what you call a tool, because honestly, I got the
Yeah.
surgery when I woke up and I walked and I got home, I was still fat. I was still the same weight I went in. So it
Right.
helps to curb your appetite. And the great thing with it is that you're connected with a nutritionist. So that nutritionist helps you learn how to read labels, what to eat, what not to eat, all that kind of stuff, which was helpful later on down the line. So now if I start to gain too much weight, I know how to bring it back to center and reset myself. It's not a guess. So I've learned my body, and everybody's body is different, but it's not a permanent. It is a tool to help you, progress forward.
Arden?
Yeah. Well, basically, you've already answered this in your conversation. What are the most common side effects and complications people experience with weight loss surgery, long-term or short-term? And did you experience any of them? And you kind of ran through some of that. So if there's anything else that you wanted to add to that or touch on, you could hit that or
Did I say the gas?
did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Genius.
You
Yeah.
That's funny as
Like,
hell.
gas.
Woo!
Mm-mm.
So know the
Make
side
my
effects.
folks
All right.
peaceful. I want to get
I
funked
want
up.
to get funked up.
I want to bomb. I want to peaceful. Oh man. Oh no,
My
that's
kids
great.
Hit the bass on that joint, Lenny.
Uh-huh.
All right, Lenny. Kenny's up, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
No,
so
you up.
Kenya. Okay.
You up?
Yes.
So Kenya, as we transition, after having the surgery and changing the composition of your body through the surgery, what led you to the path of powerlifting? I mean, because for most women shy away from any kind of resistance training whatsoever. I mean, not a lot of them. There are some who actually enjoy it, and I think it's great. But what led you to that path?
Well, what happened was I used to walk all the time. Like especially anytime I would gain a little bit of weight, I would go out, I would walk heavy, and I would lose all my weight. Well, that stopped working for me, right? So I decided that I had to start going to the gym. So before I gained too much weight, because I did gain some weight back, I gained about maybe 15 pounds from my lowest. So I started going to the gym, and the person that they connected me to, she was a power lifter. She had bariatric surgery. And at the time I was homeschooling my daughter. So she was a homeschool mother too.
Okay.
So just working out with her and the females that she had, all in the crew. She had a like an all women's kind of weightlifting training group, and that's something that I always wanted to get into, but was scared because if you don't have anybody to train you, nobody's going out there lifting heavy and tearing something. You know what I'm saying? So so I got in with them, and I'm one of those people that if I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna push it to the limit, and there it is. I ended up in power.
You lifting some serious
Yeah,
weights
thanks for
there too
following
in these videos. You lifting some serious
it's
weights.
competition.
That's
Look at
small.
the damn
That's
dumbbells.
small.
You getting it, girl. God Lord. That's right.
Yeah,
And I
that's
just
a little
love
bit
your,
right
your
there. I
Instagram
need more
posts,
than that.
some of your Facebook and Instagram posts.
Okay.
They're inspiring yourself, and as well they inspire others. And so I commend you for that as well. But go on, Ed.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a quick question in reference to like when you first got the surgery, before you started the weight training aspect, what was your what was your biggest loss at that point? And I know you said you came back a little bit, but like you went down to what before you started? How much did you lose there?
I think my lowest was 180. 180. I had lost weight because I
What was your-
started at, but this is where I started. I started at 315.
Wow. Okay.
So I
And
started
that was
at
before you even
315
picked
and
up
I ended at 180.
Okay.
Wow.
And
So-
how much time was that?
Just to put
How
that
much
into-
time? How much?
maybe about 16 to 18 months.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So you was rocking
Yeah.
with us at the same time, so that was good. Oh wow. Okay.
Yep.
You lost
All right.
135 pounds at one point.
Yeah.
Damn,
I lost the whole person.
And you know what, Kenya? I mean, we related. I don't see you every day, but I just kind of slowly, gradually seen you on Facebook, and it's just like I don't even remember the fat Kenya no more.
Nobody remembers the fat me no more. Nobody. And I'm like, really, y'all don't remember how fat I used to be? And they're like, oh no, you've been this. Okay.
Let me see something. Let me see.
But you keep those things.
So
you
this
keep
was you.
Those things.
You don't even look the same
Keep
no
those
more.
things around.
I had
We
lost
don't.
some
Keep those
weight, a
things
little bit of
around.
weight.
Right.
Look, I
Right.
don't mean to clown, but you remember the movie? What was the movie with Eddie Murphy where he was
Oh my.
where he was what
Crumps?
was it called, Kenny? What was it called?
Bumps.
No,
It
The
was-
clumps
it was-
or
it was
the
something.
professor, but you talking
was
about
his
the
name or
clumps,
something.
and I'm having
The
to
clumps.
Kenya, I'm gonna cut him. I'm gonna cut him, Kenya, to the white meat.
I'm a
I'ma
family
cut him
member, so
down
we
to-
we can clown like this. But I'm just saying, it don't
Got
look
him,
like
bro.
you.
I'm
I don't
cutting him.
remember this
Sherman,
person.
Sherman. Yeah.
All right, let me take it off the screen. Let me take it off the screen. Okay. I don't remember that
Kenya, you
person.
gonna tell him?
Because this is what Kenya look like today, y'all, right there, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what she's
What?
talking about. Looking all cute
What?
and everything.
Amazing.
Anyway, sorry about that,
Yeah,
Art.
I
I jumped all in on you.
5 minutes of
Go back.
No,
Let's
it's
go
all
back
good,
to art.
man. You know, definitely. Oh my goodness. So, can you discuss some of the benefits of power lifting and strength training? And I mean, some of the
Yeah.
things I'm sure you've probably experienced already.
So, of course, there's bone density, and I think you have it right there. You get some muscle, you get a little cut, you know what I'm saying, and your arm and stuff. You know, you
Right.
get a little cut here and everything. But
you know about that. That's right. My
Oh.
girl, she know
you know,
about
you
that. Y'all.
get to, how you look honestly is big as well. And it's not
Yes.
the number one thing, but it's huge. Like that keeps you going. Like what
Right.
you look like,
Mhm.
how you look in clothes, how you fit in clothes. That you be like, yes, I need to get in the gym tomorrow so I can keep looking like that.
Right.
Amen.
Honestly, my health overall, I remember I used to, when I was heavier, I would try to work out. I would go swimming, right? Because I like to swim, even though I don't do it much
That's cool.
now. And just as soon as I would get good in it, my heart would start acting up. So then I would go to the doctor, and the doctor said, well, you got to stop. So,
Really?
so things like, yeah. So things like that, I don't deal with anymore. I don't deal with any of that anymore. And I told my doctor, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the point in my life right now where I want diseases to chase me. I don't want to be chasing after no diseases. For real.
That's right.
How?
So I had no comorbidities when I went for surgery, and I don't want any.
That's right.
So my metabolism is good. Like I don't gain 10 pounds thinking about a piece of chocolate. Like for real. I can actually
Right.
consume it and gain no weight.
Yes.
I do have fat on me because of course I was 315 pounds. So I do still have fat. And I'll always have fat unless I get surgery to get, you know what I'm saying, to get it off of me. But hey, I want to, if I ever have grandkids, I want to be big mama. So I got to keep my fat on my arms and stuff. I ain't got nothing else big going on. So, but
Right.
yeah, so the overall health from top to bottom, even my mental is different. My
We got a
confidence
question
is
from a
different.
viewer. Question from Armand. He wanted to know what helped you to maintain your motivation and consistency. That's what Mr. Wallace wanted to know.
Consistent.
I hated myself so much that helped me with consistency. I don't ever. It's a friend on here right now who has listened to me literally cry real tears in the phone because I thought I was gonna be fat again.
Hey, well, you know what I want to say to
So-
that. To that person, thank you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
And thank you for not saying anything that would have crashed or diminished her success. Because sometimes people need to
Yes.
listen and shut the hell up. Just listen. That's all they need. They need to say what they need to say and move forward. So thank you for
Just
being
listen.
that type of friend. That's extremely important.
Yes.
But
Thank you,
And,
Sean.
and also, I want to add that Teresa Davis made a comment just now as well. And Lenny, if you can put that back up on the screen, because that's important. What Teresa Davis had to say just now to Kenya. Kenya, she's saying you look amazing. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
your health transformation. And the reason why that's important is because what you do can and has inspired others. That's why it's important that we put things up like this up on the screen to know that your story can be one that can be available to anybody at any age, at any time. I just wanted to say that.
Right.
Go on, Kenny.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss
Absolutely.
Davis.
Kenya, my question, what are some of the drawbacks? I mean, you've talked about all your success and all the fun you've had and everything and all the progress we all see. Again, congratulations. But let's talk about some of the drawbacks for people to consider, like injury risk, if not done properly, and muscle recovery, and things like that, that a lot of times people don't talk about during this process. They talk about all the good
Kenny,
things. Let's talk
Kenny,
about
you
some of
gonna
those.
bring up bad stuff, Kenny. You bringing up bad news, man.
We got to cover
Come
all
on,
of
Kenny.
brother. All
No, you
Yeah,
guys
so
go ahead. I'm sorry. I just had to
injury is real. I just recently messed up one of my hammies because I messed up one time. Like seriously, I messed up in lifting in lifting. So I pulled my hammy, so I had to wait until that kind of healed
Yeah,
and
look
stuff.
at
So there is injury that you're gonna have. And also I've gotten caught underneath of a doing bench pressing. I've gotten caught like literally just sitting on my chest and I'm like,
wow.
Damn, King. Good
Help
Lord,
me out.
man.
help
Help
me.
me. That shit.
Wow.
Yo.
So I got a whole
I'm
video
glad you
of
do
it.
it.
You know, I got a good trainer. I have a good trainer, and I started out under a bunch of good women who ran to my rescue. But and then after pushing, I finally got that weight. But muscle recovery, yeah, it hurts. Don't get it twisted.
Yes.
But that means that you're doing the work. So it's like a good
That's right.
hurt, if you may. Like if I ain't hurting, then I don't know what I did. Like I ain't do nothing. I ain't show up like
That's
I was
right.
supposed to.
Yeah.
So I don't take no medicine. I don't do any of those things when I'm hurting. Like I just take it because I want the muscle recovery. Like I want the muscle. And when you take pain relievers, when your muscles are tearing, that slows the process. So
Those process.
Right.
I don't do it. It's just hardcore. I just go with it. I just hop around and but going to stretching doesn't. It just keeping at it. It gets better. It's all good. So I don't know if muscle recovery takes longer at this stage, but
That was my question. Does it take longer? I'm assuming it would take longer. Correct me if I'm wrong. As being a little older into powerlifting and weightlifting, and I'm assuming that muscle recovery would take a little longer. Are there any things that you do specifically that for you that works for Kenya?
stretch. And that's pretty
Rest.
much all you can do because rest as well. Like if you really really pushed it to the limit and pushed through that barrier, then you might want to take a day of rest. But stretching does actually help. Like nobody would believe how much stretching helps in that recovery. And usually I'll stretch, take a day of rest, and then I'll move. I'll continue. So like I pushed hard yesterday. I took a rest today, and then I'll go back. I'll be back in the gym tomorrow.
Got
Amazing.
another
Great.
question
So-
for you. Another question came in that says, this is Mr. Wallace again, what do you most look forward to after your transformation? Hold on. I think I said waking. Let me see. Waking up each morning and facing your day-to-day activities. Interesting question.
That's a good question. I really don't have an answer to it. What do I most look forward to? Honestly, just being healthy, like being able. Honestly, no, I just got a good answer. It just came to me. Thank you. Being able to do what I want to do, not
Amen.
stopping because I have limitations. Being able to go outside if I want to and run around with my daughter, being able to take her where she wants to go, being able to get on rides. Like, I can remember going to amusement parks and getting off a ride and be like, "No, yo, I'm too damn fat. I can't do this shit." And you know what I'm saying? Jumping off a ride, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
like, for real.
Real girl.
So I can
So
do
you remember,
all of that.
right?
Mhm.
You remember not being able to walk up some steps or run up some steps or
Yeah.
make some sort of moves that other people were making, and like, nah, I can't do that. That's
Exactly.
heck of a motivational factor, for sure.
Yeah.
Kenya, when you
So-
was I know you the boss of your house. I know, because I know how you roll. I know, you know what I mean. Kenya, one of them, I ain't taking it. I'm no nonsense. She got 2 boys, one, and they a little older, and then you had Kendra, who's I don't know how many years
Yeah.
apart she is from
20 and 15.
20 years apart. So, but I know
15.
the boys are
Amen.
grown men now, and I know how children get grown. They want to think that I'm grown too. But when they seen you working out and carrying on, because you could probably box them down. You know what I mean? I mean, you probably could, like, you know what I mean? Strong enough for that.
Don't
Boy,
want a two-piece
don't you
chicken.
play with me. I'm already your mother, but now I'm lifting these weights. Don't you play with me, boy. You know what I mean? Today. So, in a long roundabout way, how did your children respond to, this new journey? You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, I got 2 boys, right? Kendra doesn't even really remember me as big. So, I got 2 boys. Man, they don't care. I done dragged them to the gym. I done made them my spotters. I done did all kinds of stuff with them. So they just come along for the ride as they always do, and they just do whatever I say. It's like, "Oh, all right, Mom, you need a spotter today. Let's go to the gym." So
Well, it's good that you can involve them like that. It's great that you can involve them. I love that.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you involve them in their activity, because now they can really connect with what Mom's doing. So,
No
yes, and I don't
Yeah,
even
hell
know
of
if they really remember me being fat, to be honest with you, because it's like, yeah, nobody's
They
yeah,
They was younger.
They remember the
they
process.
wasn't even that young. Really. This was during the pandemic. They wasn't even that young.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
Years
Yeah.
ago.
Damn, you
Years
took the
ago.
pandemic
What-
and turned your life around. Damn, girl, go ahead, King.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. People were not seeing others as much as they were during the pandemic. So post pandemic, people want to say, "What the hell happened to her?" Yeah, because your body had changed some during the
Well, I mean,
pandemic.
let's
So
be
people
real.
did something like that. They were
Yeah.
like, "What
Me
the
and my
hell?"
girlfriend showed up at work, and we did a ditty across the garage because she lost a whole bunch of weight too at the same time.
Yeah,
We did
yeah.
a ditty across the garage because everybody was like, "Oh my God, look at y'all!" So yeah,
But Kenya, as we transition, I know you mentioned swimming, and I think you mentioned something about you tried to walk previously and things of that nature. But has this exercise journey led to other things besides the weightlifting? Are you doing anything else in addition to your powerlifting and your resistance training at this time, or is it strictly resistance training right now?
nah, I walk with a 10-pound vest, so I don't even do that
Mhm.
regular.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
I got a
I'm a big
45 minutes I need to do I need to do 3 miles in 45 minutes. And I'm like a minute and a half short of my goal. So everything, I'm super competitive, number one, if y'all can't tell.
Yeah.
So I'm super, super competitive. But my competition
That's great.
is me. So when I go out, I beat me. So if I can't beat
Yeah,
me,
that's
I'm
right.
stomping, and, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Love that. That's one of my mottos. I compete against me. No one else. Just compete.
Yes.
I want to be better than I was the day before. And I love your mindset there. Arden?
Yeah.
How has this affected your nutritional needs? Do you require more calories, less calories? Has that changed? Or has your desire to eat increased or decreased due to this?
Actually, on a normal day, I eat less. So I might eat 2 good meals, right? One, I usually a lot of times break my fast around 11ish, and
Okay.
and then
Break
I'll
it fast
eat it.
and whatnot.
There's that magic word. There's that magic word.
And then I'll eat again probably around 4 or 5 o'clock. So it depends, right? But if I go to the gym and I work out hard, what I know is that I need to up my consumption, especially of carbs, right?
Right.
Complex carbs, complex. We ain't talking about flour and sugar. We talking about some good
understand.
rice, or you know what I'm saying, a little bit of potatoes. I can't do too much potatoes, but it helps a little bit. Otherwise, I just don't have enough intake. So I usually, for the bariatric diet, it's basically a low-fat keto diet. Is what it is.
Yeah.
So I will take those attributes of it and just add some kind of carb to it and eat. But I do eat a little bit more when I work out.
So what do you consider, like, because I know you have a base of what you know, as far as your workout, of what you're going to do, definitely. But when you say you may have to add calories, what changes in intensity, longevity of the training, or what changes as far as that's concerned?
So I don't have much time to work out, y'all. I only work out maybe an hour a day, just because I just don't have that much time. But it depends on the intensity. Yeah, it depends on the intensity of what I'm doing. Like if I'm really lifting heavy and I'm going in like real hard, because you know sometimes you're lazy. I ain't even gonna keep you.
Mm-hmm.
You lazy and you go in and you just do enough to get over. But sometimes you go in there, you know, with all the weight on your shoulders, and you be like, "Yo, I'm about to get this thing in today." Like you go in, yeah, that's it. I'm going in a nice, you know what I'm saying? So when I'm at that day, yeah, I gotta consume more. I gotta put more in my belly. Otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna end up on the bad side of things. I'm gonna be lightheaded, you know. I might consume something I'm not supposed to, and that'll trigger my hypoglycemia. So, you know, I have to be very, very cognizant of what's going on, which means that I have to understand my body. That's the thing that I learned through this journey, is understanding what my body needs and how to hear and listen to my body.
That's so amazing. That's so awesome.
And that's what I was about to say. I was about to say about you listening to yourself, and that's the most important thing.
Ken Dog, it's you, baby. It's on you. What you gonna do?
Kenya, looking back over your journey, and this has been one incredible journey. I haven't known you that long, but I've been following you for a while on Instagram, and I feel like I know you as well. But what advice or tips would you give someone who's wanting to try this or start something similar from scratch? And part two, what would you have done different based on what you've learned during your journey?
What advice I would give a person is to, number one, like I said before, learn to listen to your body. Learn your nutrition, because of course this weight loss thing is 80-20. And I need people to really, really understand that. You can go and you can work out all you want, but you can't eat all you want. So it's 80-20. You got to put that diet in, right?
Woo!
And so given that, learning your body, learning when your body is saying, I need water, I need water, I need water. Drink it. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So tuning into your body is incredibly important. You want to go learn to lift? Get yourself a trainer. Don't even do it. Find yourself a good person. If it's not a physical trainer, you know somebody who's been lifting weights for a long time and all that kind of stuff. Get somebody who knows how to do it, because otherwise you can potentially kill yourself. Right? Machines are built to move.
Technique is. Yes.
Exactly. Technique and just doing too much, like getting caught and all that kind of stuff. Like you wouldn't believe the amount of fails I've had doing this.
Kenny, sorry, Kenya, but I just had I just got to throw this up on the screen. One of your favorite people is watching the show.
Oh Lord.
All right. Let's not get distracted, Lenny. Let's not get
Go
distracted. Come on
ahead.
now.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go
We
ahead.
need an education.
But Kenya, I do like one of the things you said. One of the things you mentioned is important. But go ahead, Kenya. Let you finish. I want to comment on that after you finish, Kenya.
Okay.
What would you
So go ahead, Kenny. I'm sorry.
No, you good. What would you have done different? Of everything that you've learned over this journey, what are some of the things, maybe one or two of the things that you would have done different? Maybe you would have done, or something you wouldn't have done?
Nothing. Honestly, not a thing. The reason why I say that is because I don't do coulda, shoulda, wouldas. I don't believe in coincidences. When you meant to do it is when you meant to do it. So nothing, not a damn thing. I was meant to go through what I was meant to go through in order to end up here with the mindset that I had. So
How
I
about
wouldn't change a thing.
Can I piggyback on? Oh no, I think Q's got his hand up. Go ahead, Q. Let me ask a question.
Yeah,
after you finish.
Kenya, one of the things that you mentioned is one of the mantras I preach every day. And I want you to emphasize that again, because I think people get a misconception about this. They think they can exercise their way to good health alone. That's not the way it goes. I always tell everybody, and I've learned, and I'm sure, and obviously you've learned, that it's 80% nutrition, 20% exercise equals 100% health. People have to realize that nutrition is the biggest challenge for them. Once they learn to fuel their bodies properly, and then you add a little exercise to it, that's when the magic happens. So can you speak on that again for a second, just to re-emphasize that to people, to make them understand exactly how this thing works?
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, when you start your bariatric journey, I'm sure a lot of them, I went through GBMC, just if anybody cared to know. We got attached to, we got a nutritionist, right? A bariatric nutritionist. But the thing is, she taught us how to read labels, what foods we should intake, what foods we should leave alone, things like that, right? And she always pushed, and I remember one thing she pushed, and I always remember that. Everybody messes up. Everybody falls off. Point blank period. We're all human. We all fall off, right? And even though you fall off, don't wait till Monday to get back on the train. Jump back on just as soon as you figure out that you fell off, right? And so understanding the nutrition aspect of it, it only makes sense because, like Quavy said, you gotta fuel your body. Like, you can't move off of nothing, right? You can't move off a whole bunch of fat and stuff and go to the gym and be like, why am I so sluggish? You sluggish because you ate a bunch of shit. That's why, right? So
Bottom line,
you gotta be able to truly fuel your system in order to get the breakthroughs, in order to get the gains. And it's hard. People just don't, I don't know what it is. I think it's because social media and everything, we only see people in the gym exercising, right? That's all we see. We don't see all the food that they eat and that they consuming, whether it's right, whether it's wrong. We don't see the behind the scenes of how people struggle. We don't see any of that stuff. And people just automatically think, if I just go out here and I exercise, you don't know how many people I've had come to me and be like, I want to exercise with you because I want to look like you. But you out here eating Burger King? What the hell?
Right.
What exactly? How we gonna do that, right? So I don't know if that's what you was looking for, Quavy, but that's what you got. You gotta fuel.
You're right there. You're right there. It's how we fuel our bodies is very important. So that's all. Go ahead, Ari. I want to get to you. I know you had a follow-up question as well.
Oh no, man, I completely forgot it. So we can keep it pushing.
I like that, Art. I like that realness, Art. I love it. Hey, look, so anyway, look.
Completely.
Art is starting us on our funny part of the show, so we're about to have some fun. So we do this with every guest. It's called our lightning round. Some crazy questions we put together for you. I don't know why we just went all left field with you. But Kenny, start off.
Kenya, what's your karaoke go-to song? One of mine is "Searching" by Luther Vandross. I will stand up and sing.
Oh shit!
One of the few songs.
Ken Dog.
I think we got 2 minutes right now, Kenny.
Yeah, go ahead, Kenny. We hear this.
This is all about Kenya. It's all about Kenya.
Don't try to get out of it now.
But Kenya, what's your
Nah,
Oh my
I
God,
don't do
I'm
karaoke, y'all. I ain't even gonna keep you. I don't do karaoke. I will twirl around this house and be Patty LaBelle all day long. But just as soon as I
There you
step out
go.
them doors,
There you
Okay.
but
That's
but
all right.
I can sing. Y'all just don't want to hear me do it. But I can sing though. I can blow. Y'all just don't want to hear.
You're a shower singer then. You're a shower singer, you sound like.
Yes.
That was
I can blow.
See, I appreciate that too, Kenny, because a lot of people don't know.
Go on, Kenny.
Kenny, just see what I'm saying? Case in point, Exhibit K.
Exhibit K. That's
Exhibit K, baby. I love that Exhibit K.
all right. Next funny
You crazy,
question.
Kenny. Hey, check it. So with technology today, which do you prefer? Are you like the kids you're gonna text me first, you're gonna call me first, email me first, you're gonna FaceTime me, or you're gonna fly over to the house because I know you already got that automobile that flies. You know, what you gonna do and why? I mean, what's poppin'?
Can't y'all tell that I'm an introvert? So that means I like texting.
Okay.
Text
All right,
me.
So you fit right in right now. You gonna text first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you text those two sentences or those two paragraphs? I mean, how you should text? You text it like this or like that? And
I
still
hate that.
scrolling.
It look
Good God, she should've
just
called me
like
and
that.
told me
I got a
20
whole
minutes
lot
for
to
free.
say. Yes. Always got a whole lot to say. And I have to write in complete sentences. So I get that from my homegirl Iris. I gotta write in complete sentences. Like I don't be doing a whole bunch of abbreviating and stuff. Like we have to have proper grammar, proper punctuation, the whole nine. I'm
Damn.
old. I'm
Damn.
You hit me with the semicolons? You hit me with the semicolons?
everything.
That's them three.
Everything.
That's them 3 degrees coming out of them 3 college
Yes,
degrees.
commas, the whole 9 yards.
I love that. I love that. Well, Kenya, listen. In some of your downtime, what are some of your favorite movies, or do you binge watch any series or shows? And if so, why? Why do you find them exciting?
So right now, me and my oldest son, we watching BMF. So we done binged up until season 4.
All right,
so we
BMF.
right on track.
All right.
So we looking at BMF. I am my
Mafia fan.
favorite
Black Mafia
favorite guilty pleasure is reality TV. I ain't got no drama in my life, so I never pull up to somebody else's drama. You know what I'm saying? So I pull up to other people's drama. You know, when I'm on social media, people in drama, I get my seat, get in my chair, scroll through, and text. Ooh, girl, did you see what such and such said? I ain't got no drama, so I might as well, tap into somebody else's.
Kenya, are you on social media? Since you said that, are you a Facebooker, a TikToker, an Instagrammer? What's your preference of, watching drama unfold?
She might be multiple drama platformish.
Yeah, so my number one go-to is Facebook. That's why I come off of Facebook every so often, just because it gets too noisy. And sometimes I just need it, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to subscribe to a bunch of noise. But Facebook is my number one thing. Number 2 is Instagram. So I'm on there watching this series. I don't know if y'all remember Risa Tisa from off of TikTok and the dude who manipulated her and stuff. There's an Australian version going on Instagram that I'm watching very closely. Yes, I am.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just saying.
Y'all heard it from here.
One of my few questions, but what is a food like? You see it like a lot of people like this food. They kind of love it, really. But you just can't rock with it at all. Is it a food like that out there for you? Because when I was growing up, it was anything that was stinking from the pig, like chitlins and pig feet and all of that. And I was like, I just can't. I can't. You got anything like that? No.
But I like crabs. I can tell you something that I love. I love crabs.
Okay, so what is one of your foods that you love, or your cheat foods? Let me flip.
Crabs.
Crabs and fried chicken. Fried chicken. There it is. Because crabs are not really a cheap food. That's all protein right there.
Right.
True
Fried
that.
chicken.
True that. True
Ding,
that.
ding, ding. Fried chicken.
True that. True that.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's get
You,
on.
you like chicken in other forms as well?
Yeah. But my favorite is fried. My favorite is
Okay.
fried.
Get
I'm not
get that
Dr.
out.
Mo-
Thank
I was ready to say, take the magnificent name off.
Hey, you're gonna be getting offended.
So anyway, audience,
No, this
we
is
want y'all to do what this sign says right here, and we thank you, Kenya, for being. First of all, you know what?
Thank you for
You're a great guest, and I'm gonna tell you why you're a great guest. Because you're my sister-in-law, one. But the other is, and you come from a great family. You know,
Yes.
you know, your father's an amazing guy. You know what I mean? I know he just recently passed, and I know you know, he might not have been the ideal father that you might have seen over the years, but he was a magnificent guy. And I'm gonna tell you why, because when you was a child and didn't know no better, that man did some fantastic things for y'all family. He really did. You know, and he stood in the gap for your other two sisters and provided a leadership, and you know about that. You got a couple people that's standing in the gap in your life, and I ain't getting into all that because I ain't getting into your personals. But I'm just saying he was an awesome guy. Your mom is truly amazing. As you grew older and lost your weight and cut your hair, now you look like Evelyn a little bit more. You know what I mean? And I just want to thank you for being, you know, who you are. Because as somebody that's much older than you, you know what I mean? I'm not ashamed to say I've learned some things from you over the years, and just proud of your journey as a tremendously, you know how they say strong black woman, independent and all of that, but just tremendously.
Amen.
I've seen what you've done over the years and carried the fight of a single mother with 3 children and all that. And girl, you doing your thing. And
Thank you.
shout outs to you. You get the Black Fist Award. Bro,
Oh no, that's high honor.
yeah, you get the Black Fist, you know what I'm saying, Kenny?
This
You're
been
doing
going
something.
on for at least 30 years right here. You know, and a whole lot of
Yes,
people don't
yes.
Yeah.
get that.
But
Sure.
but can I say one thing? Actually, 4. But
Oh
real
no,
quick,
you can't
real
speak
quick,
nothing. Your time is up. You can't
before we
speak no
tap
more.
out.
It's over. No,
Check this out.
Wait, it's just
So for real, like I get to do this because I got a strong team behind me. I ain't even gonna keep y'all. And that strong team is not only my family but my friends. You know what I'm saying? My tribe. You know what I'm saying? So I got a strong tribe of women. It's not a whole bunch of them, but they small and mighty. They just like me. So I just want to, all y'all who tapped in today, I just want to thank y'all for always supporting me. You know what I'm saying? So I got an awesome trainer. Like I actually do have a trainer. I pay somebody, you know what I'm saying, to train me. And her name is Kristen. Like she is absolutely awesome. I've been working with her for more than 3 years now. So, you know, yeah. So I just wanted to say that honestly.
No doubt.
That's-
And the
that's-
audience
people
gives you
need to
your
understand how important that is to invest in yourself and invest in yourself in reference to education and also training. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm sorry I didn't mean to cut you off, Lenny, but you know, I just gotta echo the fact that, you know, how you came up and got it out the mud, because, you know, to see you come up not 1 degree, not 2 degrees, but 3 degrees with 3 children. And people be crying like, "Oh, I just got out of school and I'm doing too much. I can't go to school." No, but you went to school, had a full-time job, had full-time children, and still was working to make yourself improve over and over again. And you know, to lose a person at the same time doing all of those things is incredible. Fighting through all of the things of self-hate and not liking your self-image. But now let me ask you my final question. Do you love yourself now?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody better than me. I'm just saying.
Amen. Amen. And anybody
question,
listening to
that's
this,
a great
I want
question.
you to look in the mirror and say, "I love myself. I love myself."
Yeah.
Kenny.
Yeah. And And I had to change my mindset around a lot of things. I had to tap into spirituality. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just wrap myself around just 100% from top to bottom.
Peace,
Kenny,
God.
I'm gonna shout it out to you.
Mean that's
Last
just
one before we give Kenny, let Kenny have a closing word.
Kenya, first of all, thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing your amazing journey and all that you've been through. I'm sure
Absolutely.
that you've helped and enlightened a lot of people in our audience. I will continue following you on Instagram. It's a pleasure
Amen.
knowing you. It's a pleasure meeting you. It's a pleasure having you on the show. I wish you all the continued success.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You got
Listen,
to close the
before we
word.
close out, we want to let everybody know that our special guest next week, man. Well, first of all, we thank our audience for always joining us week after week, and our goal and objective here is about bringing you quality content week after week after week. And tonight's guest continued that trend, and we thank you, Kenya, so much for being just a wonderful, wonderful guest for us tonight. Next week, our special guest, we want you to tune in next week, because next week we're going to have Mr. Jared Littman, who's candidate for mayor of Annapolis, Maryland. He's going to be on, and he's going to discuss his platform and what his vision is for being the leader of Annapolis, Maryland, as far as mayor is concerned. So we'll have him on next week. It'll be a chance for you to give ask your questions and give your opinions on his agenda. So make sure you're joining us next week. All right, let's keep it moving, Lanny.
Go ahead, Kenny. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm tapping into the drama here. So
Go ahead,
hey
Kenny.
Kenny.
Close us out. Close us out, Kenny, before we lose it. Wait, last words, baby. Sister-in-law, what you want to tell the people? Anything you want to tell the people?
Nah. Just thank you. Just thank you for hearing me. Thank you for listening to my story. I really appreciate it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And always just be true to yourself. Swim in your own lane. You know what I'm saying? Keep yourself inspired. You know, look to tomorrow, you know, and just do what you do. Catch a couple hobbies along the way to kind of tap into your community, like really tap in, because when you down, they gonna be up and they gonna help you be up. So because we all end up there.
I love that.
Do you want to
All right,
share
y'all,
your,
well, look.
your social or not?
Peace and love, everybody. Thank y'all for
Y'all know where to find me.
Thank y'all audience for rocking with us, because we had technical difficulties. Y'all, we logged off a couple times. Y'all logged right back on. We love y'all, man. The audience, y'all. Kenny, they're amazing, man. I
Thank
swear,
y'all
the
so
best audience
Amen.
on the internet. So that's what I want to say.
Yes.
Good night, y'all. Thank y'all very much.
Good.
See you
Good
next
night.
week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Jared
All right.
Littman next week. Jared
Peace out.
Littman.
Peace out.